What's up, everybody? This episode with Primer 55 wouldn't be possible without Neural DSP. If you're having trouble finding the right guitar tone for you, Neural DSP has the best plugins on the planet. I use your plugins here on the podcast when I'm jamming with guests, when I'm writing. It's my live tone. Basically, everything guitar tone related, I use them. Want more? Check it out at neuraldsp.com and use promo code Garza to get 30% off. That's neuraldsp.com, promo code Garza for 30% off their sick plugins, excluding Mantra and new releases. Link in the description below. And now, let's get to the podcast. Jay, are we chugging, dude? Chugging. Primer 55. It is an honor to hang out with you guys.
Thank you.
Same.
Toomey, Bobby Burns, thank you for giving me your time.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely, man.
I was like, once Toomey said you're down and do. I'm like, oh, here comes the history. here comes the history. How's Vegas?
I didn't think we were supposed to talk about Vegas.
Oh,
you gotta stay.
Oh, true.
I thought it was supposed to be left there.
True.
Yeah, it was cool. We didn't play. This my kids wanted a day off spent.
Yeah, we were coming through Grand Junction and then obviously to Anaheim, so a nice place to stop in Vegas and take a day off.
Yeah.
And lose some money.
Man, a day off in Vegas, that's a fucking money pit, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys lost money. I see with your faces someone lost money.
Well, I mean, I put like $60 in, lost it, and I just stopped immediately. But when I got back to the hotel and I walked through the lobby, I see Bobby over there on the one-armed bandits going to town, and he was up
on the slot machines. Bobby's on the slot machines,
no,
dude.
it was like some push button.
It was
thing
a push button, but it was still the slots.
I'm not a gambler.
Yeah, you are. From what I'm hearing, slot it up.
I probably am now because I'm
Slot it
going
up.
back. No, I was playing this machine, and I'm like, I had some dude with me from the other band that we're on tour with, and he's like, do this and do that, and I'm like, what does that mean? And he's like, oh, you won, and I'm like, great. I was like, what'd I win? He's like, a lot. Oh, cool. And I kept doing that, and I kept doing that, but
yeah.
I think my $100 ended up being like $99.98 or something like that. So.
Okay.
Well, you did not do too bad.
Yeah, I'm still not rich.
Yeah, there we go. One of those.
I'm back to square one, man.
So you lost 2 cents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I couldn't even afford to leave the tour.
You were trying.
Yeah, I
Oh,
tried.
sure.
I
I'm
was
trying to lose the
hoping I
money.
could go home. So
If I win like $100, I could have gas money to go home.
yeah.
I was hanging out with and their bass player learned there's certain slot machines that have like a certain pattern, and then Psycho is his name. He learned the pattern of certain slot machines in Vegas. I don't know if I should even be talking about this, but
You're gonna get a knock at the door.
Yeah, I
soon.
know, right? They're coming now.
and fucking. Actually, Jay, we might need to bleep out the band name, but yeah, he was winning money because there's a certain pattern that I think older machines have, and he learned it. Like I guess he said he was studying for like months, and he learned the pattern. And he was paying out.
Oh my god!
I was like, damn, I guess that's a way to do Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the old
migraine now.
press your luck game, like from the 70s and 80s. But there was a guy that studied it because there was only 4 different patterns that the lights went, and so he knew when to hit, and he made like $1 bazillion. And they finally figured out that he had studied the patterns. Yeah, they studied the patterns of the lights and stuff because there was only like 4 different variations of their of the pattern for so no whammies and you get win the money type stuff. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah. So back in the day, homeboy won a lot of money.
Shout out, man. If you want to learn, I guess
Right.
it's always a way. Man, I was going back and I was stoked that because this is my era. This is my favorite type of music. So I was really stoked to talk to you guys. And you guys have so much. Bobby has so much history in the new metal scene. Going from it's also a pleasure seeing you here. Not bad. living in a storage unit in downtown Memphis
Oh, God.
to here. How
I'm surprised anybody wants to talk to me, to be honest with you. So
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck 'em,
totally.
dude. Fuck 'em, dude.
100%.
Okay, so can you? I mean, you're going through the back. So I really didn't know much history about Primer until I was doing some digging. Okay, Bobby he lived in a storage unit in downtown Memphis, Bill Street.
Right behind it, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a brick wall storage unit, an L shape, and like you could hear all the blues music playing and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Me, the German Shepherd dog, 1979 Cadillac, and a guitar. Well,
You had a Cadillac?
of course.
You got a Cadillac living in a storage unit. That's how you live. We figured out this is how you freaking live,
A
dude.
1979 Cadillac. Oh, yeah. Man. So I was, I was like, fuck, I made it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm here now.
I made it.
Like, totally, I'm at the top.
There you go.
I have a cat. Yes.
Wow. What a beautiful car.
You see the yellow one?
Yeah.
That's my car.
That was your car? That's How old were you when you had this car?
I got it. My mom and dad bought it for me.
Beautiful car, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my car. Me and a German Shepherd dog rolling around Memphis in that. With like the trunk, tour bus size trunk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All my, my 5150 when they first came out, gear in there. And
How old were you when you were driving this car around?
Shoot.
Teens?
20?
20?
Yeah. 21.
Dang, what happened to that car?
I gave it away when I got a record deal.
You gave it away.
Yeah. My dad was like #1 Primer 55 guy.
Oh yeah.
Like the dad fan dude.
Oh yeah.
So it's like anytime I would get anything that was like substantial from the label or anything like that, he would take it. And he had a room in his house. Mm-hmm. Floor to ceiling.
Yeah, it was like a shrine.
Floor to ceiling.
It was like any
Incense
European
and
festival,
candles
and any poster he could find. Bobby's dad was Bobby's #1 fan. So
Totally.
proud. It was so cool.
Totally.
That's rad.
Yeah. I was like an oops baby. So they were just like, this was totally something wrong with this kid. So we should just like give him his space and just let him
Oops baby that's the term. Oops baby.
Yeah.
Is you mean by an accent or is
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't meant to happen.
Well, your parents were older.
My parents were old as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my dad was like, well, it still works, Mama.
Oh yeah.
Take that.
Oh yeah.
And then here I was. But, just growing up and stuff like that, I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to be like Nikki Sixx or something. Like whatever was on Headbangers Ball. Like, I'm totally trying to do that.
I'm doing that.
I'm going to.
Were you
Period.
Were you Bobby, were you from Memphis or were you from around Memphis?
I'm from Kentucky.
Okay.
And that was one of those whole, I'm totally getting out of here when I graduate.
I'm trying to connect dots. So that explains Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay.
Louisville.
Yeah.
Louisville. I'm sorry. That's
You're gonna
like California.
That's where
Right.
your hate comments are gonna come from.
Oh, yeah.
Calling it Louisville.
Louisville. Louisville.
That's overpronouncing.
Yeah.
Well, people tell me that Garza doesn't pronounce his words.
Yeah,
And that's when it worked against me.
The word's this long there, so you leave out half of those and just put the vowel at the end.
It's just Louisville.
Louisville.
Okay, so when did you move to Memphis?
After I moved to Detroit.
Oh,
Like
okay.
2 weeks after I graduated, I was like, Mom, Dad, it's going to be a shocker to you,
Yeah.
but I'm leaving, like I'm going to go be famous. And they're like, bless your heart. So,
Oh, that explains the storage unit. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Okay, got it.
I ended up in Detroit. I didn't know where I was going. I knew California was like really, really far.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know how to get there back then because it's like road maps and all that crap. But I ended up in Detroit, broke down, and and
Broke down?
yeah, my car broke down. So I was like, I guess I'll live here. I guess I would have drove to Canada or something like that. But it's this nice couple young ladies from a Deja Vu.
Oh.
Felt sorry for me, and like my hair was beautiful and long and everything. And
Yeah.
they took me in. I got to live with them for a minute.
That sounds like a phenomenal time.
Yeah, it was pretty sexy. And you know, I got enough money. They fixed my car for me, and I was like, I'm out. Bye. It's cold up here. And then I drove to Memphis, and I was like, I'd never been to Memphis.
Why did you go to Memphis?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Honestly, to God, I have no idea. I have no idea where I've moved anywhere or why I've moved anywhere.
So you went up to Detroit and you came back down to Memphis. There was no direction.
Reason. No.
Okay.
It was farther west, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. What were you listening to? Were just like something's just like drawing me to Memphis. Was that it?
No.
Maybe I could be a fucking.
I probably ran out of money. I don't know, dude. I really honestly don't know. I don't remember why I ended up there.
Oh.
But I did. And then I started, you know, the primer thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like never a thing. It was just like, you know, I did really bad things for, you know, work, illegal stuff. But I had a lot of money, Cadillac, German Shepherd dogs, storage place. So I did that, and I was like, wow, I guess I made it. And then I, you know, this extra money I had, so I started making the demo tapes and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's such a weird, long story.
You got into Memphis at a good time, though, because at that time, you know, Saliva's kind of starting to pop up, and, you know, there's, you know, rumblings, you know, I think Bobby was in a version of Saliva at one point, and, you know, there was a bunch of dudes. There was some cool local scene going on at Memphis at the time, you know, because at the time he's in Memphis, I'm in Nashville, and, like, I was going to Memphis to see shows, and playing shows, and, like, I saw him playing in an early version of a band, things like that. So, you know, Memphis at the time, you know, had a really cool scene, and you know, so he lucked out, I guess, you know, getting to Memphis.
Where are you from, Toomey?
Again, I was born in Kentucky, but my dad and I moved to Nashville when I was like 10. So I grew up, like, my formative years were all in Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And that explains you going to Memphis, because I know, Toomey, you've been around. You see many. What I found, you see many eras of Primer.
Right.
Yeah.
Many
like
seasons of Primer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I you know, I originally auditioned for this band after the first album came out. You know, when Bobby, like, I guess, kicked everybody out of the band or something, I saw a post on the PRP that Primer 55 needed a bass player.
Got the email.
Yeah, and so I hit up Incubus, and I was like, hey, man,
give me his email.
You know, can you hook me up? And you know, he did. And, you know, I auditioned a few times, you know, helped audition drummers and whatnot. And then second album comes out, they've got Kobe and Preston in the band. But then, like, hey, you know, during the touring cycle of the touring cycle of the new release, you know, Kobe just either didn't show up or wasn't going to do a tour.
Oh, no.
And Bobby hits me and just like, you want to be in Primer? And I'm like, yes, I do. And I was like delivering pizza at Domino's. And you know,
do you work at Domino's?
Yeah.
I heard you did work at a pizza spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was you know, Papa John's and then Domino's. You know, you can just kind of
two of them
kind of go back and forth.
So,
but yeah, there's the original post from when I joined the band.
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
Right. October 2020. Yeah. So yeah, so then so the first tour started on Halloween or November 1st that year. So
did you? Okay, was this your second chance because you blew the first time, right?
What?
Because you blew the first
time?
time?
Well, looking back, I don't know if it's blowing it because now I know how the inner workings of the band was at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And I think, honestly, I've said this. I think if I just said I was in the band back then, Bobby'd be like, that's cool, that's Initiative, and let's go. You know, like it was just...
Because you weren't getting an answer from Bobby, and then you kind of saw your way out, and then you heard this life.
Yeah. So
second record, like, oh shit, I fucked up.
So... I Bobby was in New York recording the new release. Yeah. You know, and I hit up Jason at the time, and now knowing the dynamic of the two, I hit up the wrong person of the two. And he's just like, man, I don't know what to tell you, and blah blah blah. And you know, I probably tried to make a stand and be like, well, then just pull my name out of the running or something. And then
I hate you.
And then yeah, man, I got a CD sampler. It was called Dude, Where's My Skull? Because it was so early 2000s. It was a CD sampler, had a couple of things on it, but it had This Life on it. from the new release, and put it in the big system at the house I was living in. Nobody was home. I cranked it up. I hit play, and I just immediately dropped inside. I was like, man, this is so good. This is going to be so. Yeah, it's exactly that right there, man. Your dude is killing it, by the way. Whatever you pay him, you need to.
It's an Island Records sampler.
So yeah,
what's on this? Saliva.
Oh, Injected. Holy shit! American Hi-Fi.
Yeah.
Who's
Andrew
Injected?
WK.
Who's Injected?
Oh, they were they had one record. The dude the singer guy was kind of like some artsy dude. Is like, I don't want to play this anymore. And he's just they just poofed, went away.
Yep.
But it was a really cool song. That guy right there, the second from the left. And I was like, wow.
Injected.
But you're a good songwriter. What wasn't new? I don't know what the hell they were, but different. They were definitely different. But that whole Island thing was getting crazy. It's us and it's I remember when it was just Island Def Jam, and then we signed the record. It was Mercury getting ready to become Island Def Jam when the merger was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when we signed to him, it was that. But then this Def Jam was over here, and that thing was over there, and I'm in the elevator with Jay-Z, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he was a cool guy and everything, but it was just really weird on that side. The Def Jam side was just bumping music all day, and it was really, really quiet on the other side of the building, just listening to those bands and stuff.
How did that happen? Because was this? I'm trying to connect dots here. Was this? Did someone find your demos?
Yes.
And then someone paged you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you had a pager, and someone paged you.
Totally.
And you had no idea who it was.
No. I thought they were trying to do business.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Got it. Sick.
My pager lit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But this particular time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I called it back, and I'm like, "No, fuck, you got the wrong number." But this happened over and over and over again. I had to literally ride my skateboard. I have my German Shepherd with me. And I'm riding up the hill by Sun Studios to the payphone. And I'm like, yes. And it's I remember it's just the dude that owned or was president of the label at the time was the dude trying to call me. He was from Mercury Records though. But when they merged, he got fired, and Leo Cohen came in. But yeah, that's how it started, and I was like, for real? And I was like, exactly what are you listening to? Because I would just cruise around town. I was playing music with everybody, different singers, whatever. Just I got a song, I want to record it.
Did these demos have Jason on it or no?
No, most of them did not.
Okay.
So I would have to get through that. I was like, what song did you like? Because I had, a lot of songs out there with different people, and I didn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's loose. It was that song. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But then that business stuff started, so I started hanging out at the payphone, basically, living there and going to the storage space sometimes. And it was showcase this, and I'm like, what?
Showcase?
But I don't even have a band. Yeah, this dude Jason don't even know he's in a band right now.
Yeah, because I didn't understand it. When you guys got signed before you had a singer, I was like, what? How does that?
I didn't have anything.
Oh, interesting.
Nothing. I didn't pay no dues. I didn't beat the streets. I didn't gather a local following. I just played in a bunch of different bands. Seriously, I know that sounds really, really weird, but that's my story.
Bobby, I've talked to we've had a lot of bands in here. That's by far the most unique.
That's the God's honest truth.
I haven't heard that process before.
I never beat the streets. I never made flyers. Now we're here. But I mean, it's the only band name I ever gave anything was a band was Peel, P-E-E-L. And that's the only because we needed it for a flyer for the New Daisy Theater in Memphis.
Peel? That's a new metal band, dude.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I think there's 5 Peels out there right now. Yeah.
There was a dude.
Peel, dude. Let's go.
Named Dirt Boy, and I'd give him the songs, and so he would do that and learn. And a demo from Jason, the loose demo, that guy would sing, and it was all like the same music that ended up on being an introduction to Mayhem or whatever, but with all these different people. It's so crazy.
That is pretty wild.
It's you should have been there.
Yeah, I wish I was. I mean,
it's pretty stressful.
This is I can only imagine. Yeah, Bobby, you're like the first person I get to talk to in this era and genre that's from a different state. It's all I know is California nu metal bands. Now I get to, and you're out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Memphis.
I was trying to get out to you guys, man. I really was. I got caught up.
Yeah,
I was trying to make it this way.
So it's a demo. I was going to ask you, Bobby. How did you write? Where did Loose come from?
I've always considered myself a bass player. I have no idea how to play guitar.
Me either. I get it.
Shut up. God. This guy.
Yeah, right.
This dude right here. Y'all heard that, right? Yeah. That's sweet. Yeah. But coming from a literal standpoint, I don't know how to play guitar.
Got it.
It just, yeah, I don't know. I have no freaking idea what the fuck I'm doing. Never have.
But honestly, he's also being modest because I've been in the studio with him and watched
That's a different story.
But just watched him go. I think I'm going to do a solo here, and then just rip a solo, and you're like, come on, dude. It's just in there, It's I don't know. It's just in Bobby Burns to music flows out of him kind of thing. And then the one thing I've always liked about this band too is him being a bass player. Obviously, the bass lines are going to be sweet. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to playing bass in this band, it's a lot of fun because obviously bass, he's going to write some cool bass lines.
It's very romantic.
Thanks. We have to be nice to each other. We're on a podcast.
You better.
Oh, I could. I
Too bad this ain't live.
Right.
Yeah, I can only imagine. There's always two people and one person. There's the person that you're friends with and the person that you're in a band with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to be too psycho, but it is like comes out.
Right.
Fuck you.
No, this band has had a hard road. It's really had a hard road. I have no idea what I was doing. So, in any aspect, at all, none. Period. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I learned along the way.
Yeah, man, you guys have been through a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So when was Jason like official?
When that guy was really interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I paged him, called me back at my payphone, and I was like, "Hey, you're in the band now because I think I'm getting ready to sign a record deal." And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yep."
Yeah.
He was happy, and I was like petrified.
Huh.
Yeah. I've been scared to death my entire career, so of the next phone call of, please, I don't want to talk to you today. But here I am.
What's weird a weird thing about Primer too is Bobby talking about not really being a local band anywhere. Because even when Primer started in Memphis,
there's still
as soon as Bobby signs the deal, he basically moves to Louisville. So there's there's no home base for this band. So because there's always going to be the band that can reform in their hometown and get 300-400 people out to a show. But Primer doesn't have that home local. I've always said they're kind of like a redheaded stepchild to Louisville because Louisville loves Flaw, but Primer, but Primer was there
Schrader
too.
Band.
But yeah, so it's just like
implanted.
Yeah, so Flaw is like the darlings of Louisville, but Primer was always like the bastard childs of Louisville or something.
Same for Memphis too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you're a traitor. I didn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, I was curious where I was like, do they have a home base?
No.
Yeah. Okay. It makes sense. Yeah, I was seeing Memphis and I was seeing Kentucky. I was like, where's the
both?
Yeah.
Both. It just depends on what day you're in the band.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's weird. It's a weird story.
It's a weird.
Yeah.
So Jason seems stoked, and he's always been like a no emotion, quiet dude, right? It took a lot for you to get something.
That's why we got along. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I piss him off and give him a song, and if I made him mad enough, he'd get it.
That's when that's the gift right there.
Yeah, as long as when he wanted to kill me, I knew we were getting ready to do something cool. Yeah, and then I try sometimes to give him a hug afterwards. I'm like, leave me alone. I don't ever want to see you again. Well, it's just a burst. But yeah, that's just how we work together. But it's like we were like best bros. I mean, he would come down there and it's like, oh, skateboards and dogs and other stuff. But I mean, that's we had that friendship. But when it came to, is like people were like, we're gonna give you all this money to be like creative and stuff like that. And I'm like, what in the fuck is the creative shit you're talking about? I know what I like to play. So I'll try that, but I don't know. This came out the way it did. I wish I wish I had a great story. I really do.
This is the story.
Yeah.
You're literally telling it right now. It's happening right this second.
Yeah, that's like
Literally
what
happening.
it was. It's like, I guess we're doing this, and it's like, okay, and he's like, who's gonna play in the band? I was like, I don't fucking know. And I'm like, I'm lying the entire time to the label.
Yeah, so you have a history with lying to the label, saying you have songs and you have no songs, only
No
riffs.
songs.
Yeah, nice.
I told him I had a band. I'm on a plane for the first time ever. Me and Jason looking at each other like this, leaving Memphis to fly to New York, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Was it? Because I know that was the process with the second one. You went to New York by yourself.
Yeah.
Was New York also for the first record?
Yeah, this was like the first time to fly up there to even sign the record deal at the label with all the crazy pictures and stuff with the presidents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That picture. Even that. And I'm still lying about having a band back in Memphis or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Those are one of the rare times, Bobby, that it's okay to lie. Sometimes it's just like, okay, I'm just going to tell them this because I want everyone to know that I got it.
And the next thing I know, they give me money.
It's rare.
And they're like, you got, songs and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I have the songs I have recorded and stuff. And I was like, just trust me. And my lawyers were really good. My management team was really cool. Even there was like, this special kid that we've taken under our wing to try to make money off of, which they did. And just baby glove him and just let him talk for a second. And eventually it'll make sense. And that's the way I made the records. Like, I was happy with my life at the moment. You know what I mean? I thought I'm pretty cool, good, I'm settled. And then they want to give me a bunch of money. And I was like, I was like, well, I don't want to be told what to do, ever. And
artist life.
My songs are my songs. You don't get a say-so if you don't like the chorus or whatever. Like, what I give you is what I give you. I'll ask your opinion,
but
if I feel like it,
but you won't listen to it anyway.
I won't take any heed of it.
What do you think? Cool.
Sounds great. I'll change it immediately.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself like a stubborn guy?
A what?
A stubborn guy? To me, like that one.
Nah. She's a big sweetheart.
Oh yeah, I'm
Totally.
sure. I'm sure, Bobby.
They model teddy bears after me, or they should.
Who produced the first record?
Eddie Wall.
Eddie Wall. Okay, I know there was an Eddie in there. Okay.
And Rob Caggiano was there too, right?
On the first record?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They played in Anthrax and
Yeah. Full beat.
Volbeat, yeah.
How the songs feel when you're jamming them? Like when obviously like from the demo stage, like a records, it's a very different sound is coming at you. Like what did it? Because there seems to be no direction. So did you feel or sense anything when you started hearing the songs back, especially with Jay's voice at all?
Pressure.
It's pressure.
Always pressure.
This is sick.
And like but like you're saying for the first time, and I was like, I've never been in like a recording studio except to record drums. I've always wanted to do everything else in a house. And aside from that, I mean, when we did an introduction to Mayhem, like, I think the guitar cabinets were in the laundry room or something, downstairs, some shit
nice.
like that. And that's comfortable to me.
Yeah.
You know, bagel in New York, bagels on the table. That's really cool. Quiet. But, yeah, I talking about it, I get so lost in it because there's just so much stuff to talk about. But it's just, you know, was a lot of stress, and I'm trying to act cool at the same time and actually make these people believe that I know what the fuck is going on when I do not. You know, but Eddie was really cool in that aspect of, because they're like, you know, you record with this producer and record with that producer. And then, you know, Eddie Wall at the time, it was like a demo tape that was being passed around. I thought that was really passionate because he hadn't done anything at that point. And basically, we were both our firsts on that level, you know, as far as that goes. And I was like, well, I'm down with it if you are. And then we got guitar cabinets in the laundry room. I mean, we'll figure it out. Eat bagels. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's that first time magic. Yeah.
Yeah. But it worked.
It's lightning. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that was what the hell was that first record called? As Seen on TV. And which was the independent record, which wasn't independent but for like 5 seconds. And then that went to the other people. It's like it all happened at the same time, but the same people were calling me about that. I just didn't find out about this until after the fact, that the same people were trying to get in touch with me as the people that gave me the money to do that. And I was like, oh, that was my first lesson in music. Like, now I know I owe all these guys a bunch of money.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever, talking to the same people at the same time and stuff like that while recording that when they were wanting me to record that. And I was like, okay, I get it. So they bought that record. I re-recorded that record with Eddie, some of the song. And, yeah, it was just weird. It's just all weird.
There's no such thing as free money.
Yeah. There was plenty of it back then, too.
I know.
It was like, I think was the last handful of bands that actually got paid a lot of money to make a record. You know, then it like kind of popped and fizzled like a year or two after that, to where there wasn't that, you know, $1 million record deal advance money anymore. You know, but I mean, we didn't get $1 million advance, but we're close. You know.
Yeah, the last like handful of like budget coming out, you just holy shit.
Right, and that's like, managers were like, well, you know, you owe this back, and I was like, yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah, you kind of had to ignore it. Yeah,
I did ignore it. Yeah,
it's like a 100%. Weird like thought process. Like you don't even like think about it. You're just going full time. So what happens, Bobby, when the record? Actually, no. One thing real quick. For I guess technically it'll be your second record. Correct?
Yeah, in that aspect.
Technically, but I am speaking just so you know, I am speaking to where when I see a first record, I want people to know, listening and watching the introduction to Mayhem is kind of where like if you just like pop in your world, that there's going to see that one first.
Yeah, exactly.
So Limp Bizkit comes out, and then you kick out the DJ, right?
Yeah.
Do you regret doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I do.
Because he didn't want to be lumped into.
How did you know about that?
Huh?
How did you know about that?
I don't know.
Did you tell him?
I did not. I didn't even know you had a DJ. No, I didn't know about that. Like this is news to me.
How
great.
How in the fuck did you know about that? What do you do, man?
This is what I do. You're literally, it's happening right now. This is literally what I do.
How in the fuck did you know about that?
Is this not like news to like the people?
Nobody's ever told me that I had a DJ in the band, except you.
Really?
Ever.
Oh shit.
in my life. Well, to watch him like pull up like.
Well, it says DJ
1935.
Jason
Bobby says he
Load.
had a DJ.
DJ.
Oh,
Jason-
actually, we did. I did say that because we did. And then when the Limp Bizkit thing came out, I told him to hit the road. That
You
is
told him, so it what you see like, oh, his band comes out, you have the DJ. Sorry, but you're out.
I did. Yes, that is true.
Why did you do that?
I'm not sure how I answer that question.
Wow.
Politically correct.
It was just like what, like an instinct thought, like, oh man, I don't want to be compared.
I wasn't a fan of that sound when I heard it.
Oh, okay, got
I
it.
was a fan of my sound when I was doing it.
Mm.
But I didn't want to be everybody expecting my band to sound like that sound.
Sure. Mm.
Great band. Love them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I learned to love them.
Oh yeah,
You know. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's nothing more than that.
yeah. It's just I get it.
He was, you know, he was there, and then you were gone. So it's just like about that frame of time. It wasn't no long thing.
No, I've been there. Like, this band's doing something that makes me not want to do it. I remember there's like we had two singers for like a quick second, but at the time, and around here it was like a thing, like hardcore two singers.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, like,
Right.
it has to be one singer, just because I don't know. It's like your brain's like you don't want to be compared to.
I mean, the thought also crosses your mind. It's like, should I do this to make it easier on myself? But I'll shoot myself in the foot every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? because I know this is going to be the easier route to take. But for something inside me says, well, how can I self-sabotage this really quickly and just get it out of the way? You know what I mean? And just start over.
Interesting.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm the way I am. It just makes sense to me. Only.
That's life,
Period.
though, right?
Well, then I'll ask the question. Then how did DJ Kilmore come into the fold to do the introduction to Mayhem?
Because my self-contradicting ass was like, I need a DJ for the record.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Thanks to me.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow.
Well, no, actually, the only reason I asked him because of the Incubus thing, and I was like, wow, I thought they were just a really great band.
Yeah.
You know, the Science record and stuff. I was really attached to that record. You know, it inspired me in some sort of weird way, not to sound that way, but with the sounds, the atmosphere of the record. Like,
Sure.
I felt it, and I was like, you know, it goes to the major label. Who do you want to be on the record? And I'm like, I don't fucking know anybody. I like Incubus. Let's get that DJ. But the DJ I heard wasn't the DJ anymore. It was Chris Kilmore. So he shows up, and I'm like, the fuck are you? Fucking DJ of Incubus.
Yeah.
Pick me up at the airport. But yeah, you know, that was cool. We had a lot of good times in Manhattan.
What did he what did he teach you?
About that world, about his world. You know, he was telling me what they were going through at the time as a band.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a time too. Sick.
Really, really crucial time for that band.
Oh yeah.
And they were just like, you know, he told me those stories. And he was like, you know, we just wrapped up another, our new record and everything. And I was like, can't wait to hear it. And it was, you know, was that record. But it came out and then like, I'm Superstar. Period. End of story. I'm rich. And I was like, well, that was pretty cool and quick. But yeah, just walking around and it's like, he's like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, whatever you want. And he's like, can I listen? The basic tracks were recorded and stuff like that. I was just like, just feel it. And I was like, don't like it, I'll take it out. And everything. But it's just totally pro and really cool dude. And I was like, you know, I didn't know him, never met him.
Was this right before Make Yourself? Or like right there.
Yeah.
What a time to work with them. What a time to work with them.
Yeah, from the story, yeah. Because they were like, he's like, man, I don't know if I can do this anymore. You know, money, we try so hard and everything like that. And
Wow.
I'm like, when's the record come out? And it's, you know, they'd already done it and still finishing it up and stuff like that. And the first day it came out, I was like, oh my God, this is over.
The timing is crazy.
This is over now, bro. You're totally going to make money for the first time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's just like, well, I mean,
Yeah, part
it
of
was
me is
really
like
that
coming.
was pretty crazy.
You know, part of me is coming to just shoot Incubus into the next stratosphere. Because I mean, I loved that Science record too, and there's staunch Incubus fans that are like, Science is the album, and I wanted to be that for so long until like a few years ago, I finally just broke down and I'm like, all right, like Morning View and all that is actually so good. Sure. But you just want to be like the demo guy almost.
Of course.
But yeah, so finally, like Make Yourself and Morning View, finally, like I was like, all right, they probably are better records.
Oh yeah.
Were they on Ozzfest with us?
Yes, they were.
Yeah. So I'm just like, we start that tour, and I'm like looking at him, and I was like, don't.
Wow.
You guys cool now? Because it's like through the roof, people going crazy for him and stuff like that. But it was cool. It was really, really cool to see that unfold.
Wow.
To be involved in it in that sort of small way.
Okay, so the record's out.
Yeah.
Comes out, and your story. Oh, this is actually a perfect segue. Your story, how you got on Ozzfest.
Oh shit.
Jason, I'll tell you after you tell your story, but he lived my dream.
Huh?
I've always wanted to choke my drummer. Drummers piss me off, dude, but I love him so much. But so the way you guys got on that festival, was
violence.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great story. You know what I mean?
It's I'm sure to live it is not sick, but as a listener. Yeah. A listener and an observer is like, wow.
Yeah.
It was at the Palladium, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Hollywood. Anthrax. Bret Michaels was backstage for some reason, but I don't know why. But I thought that was really cool. He just walking around because it's like Bret Michaels and stuff, and I'm like, fuck, that's Bret Michaels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Henry Rollins, I think. I don't remember who all played, but we're out there. And my guys in my band did stuff, but the drummer at the time just stopped playing.
Is this why you call Josh Toomey? because you don't want to call him Josh? Is that? I was curious about that.
I've always called you.
No,
that.
Toomey was like a high school thing. Like
okay.
Because there was like 10 Joshes in the school, and like only one got to be Josh. Everybody else was the last name.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Toomey's just been a thing.
Okay, I was curious.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
I probably didn't know his name was Josh for a long time. So.
Right. I probably didn't say my name.
I pay attention a lot. But yeah, it's like you played the show, and all of a sudden, like there's no drums, and I'm trying to like rock out and everything. I'm like, it's the silence, and I turn around. And I'm like, what the fuck? The fucking dude's sitting there with his sticks in his hand on his knees, just like staring off into space. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
I promise you I'm going to kill you.
Fuck yeah.
Jason spit on him. And I was like, we don't need to do this anymore. My freaking tour my managers are there. Warren Entner and John Basloo were there. And fucking, I'm like, God, the show's over. Please let me leave the stage right now. I'm so embarrassed. And I'm like, people are like, wow, what a great show. And I'm like, the fuck? That was awesome. I'm like, okay, I'll get with you in just a second. Backstage to beat his ass, literally. I walked in the thing, and Josh's a little dude, but Jason had his fingers were touching.
Fuck yeah.
and Jason was a big guy.
Yeah.
And he had him off the ground, like doing that mama grabbing your shoulder thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever do that, like beating him against the wall, and door opens up, Warren Entner, John Basloo, Sharon Osbourne, the kids. I'm like this. Jason's like this. And I'm like, fuck. And she,
wow.
I don't remember exactly what Sharon said, but she was like,
wow.
I'll leave you guys be. Backed out, fucked off. My manager, on the other hand, was just like, I'm going to kill all of you. Get out of my face. And I can't believe you've done that. And I'm like, shit.
Oh man.
So we do that, and the next day he calls me and he's like, "Don't know how you did it, but you got asked to do Ozzfest." I was like, "Cool." Exactly.
It seems like she's very like let the inmates run the asylum.
Well, you got to think at that time. I mean, Sharon's probably like, that's probably one of the calmest things she's ever seen backstage in a show.
Yeah.
You know, she's having to deal with Ozzy and everything for so long. She walks and sees that, and she's like, "Oh, it's par for the course. I'll be right back."
Yeah. when the opera come in? When the opera come in?
Like literally the next day.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Don't know what you did. Like one of the first bands to be like, that was okay. I did your job for you, type of thing to my manager. But like literally the next day, maybe a day or two later, within a week of them being really mad at me, he was like, "Don't know how you did it, but you did it. Worst show you ever played in your life. Good job, guys. Thanks, man."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Stupid. Really retarded. It's really crazy shit, man.
I know as a living it sucks. Being a part of it sucks, but as like
it's hard to talk about.
Hearing a story, but as a fan and as like an observer, it's like I'm sorry, but it's a great story.
Yeah, it's everything we've ever done backstage is probably pretty freaking embarrassing. Yeah, very violent, volatile band. Always has been. Until now.
Different time.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys came up at a different time, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
really, it's craziness. There's really a lot of crazy stuff has followed this band. A lot of violence has followed this band. Internal violence.
Internal.
Yeah.
I heard Toomey talk about when he came in, you could literally feel the tension.
Oh God. Like
he needs to be happy and thankful that I even showed up. I don't practice.
Yeah, man. Like when Bobby called and said, "Hey, do you want to join the band?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And the tour started, a week later, and he's like, "Here's the set list, learn it, blah blah blah." And I
that's sick.
I had been in a band since high school for like 6 years. I same band, rehearse 3 times a week. Bros, go have beers. Lived in the same house. Like it was like one of those things. Like it was.
What's this 12 volt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I leave that and I'm thinking, well, that's what a band is.
Yeah.
And then I get into this band and like they're just like fighting and just like they hate each other, but they collectively hated me. And I mean, it was just like and that first tour I did, I had the old headphones. And I realized if I had my headphones on, they wouldn't talk to me. So I would just leave them on. Like my Discman wouldn't be on, but I would just leave them on.
Oh my goodness!
And read a book or something, just because I know they leave me alone.
Oh, damn! So you were pretending to listen to music.
Yeah,
wow.
I would just keep them on just to have some peace and quiet.
Especially with like the natural hazing.
Yeah.
A new bass player will.
Oh yeah.
Will get. I can only imagine like you got that late 90s, early 2000 hazing.
It was like hazing,
real
on,
hazing.
On another level because because the tension in the band is so high at the time too. They're honestly getting ready to break up. For that first go around. So I mean, I came in like under the wire, getting in the band, and then just. I mean, I honestly like I at one point on that tour, I finally like broke, and I'm like, I'm quit. I yelled it, and then Bobby just like goes from like here to here, and he goes, just calm down. and I'm just like, I'm like so mad, and so I'm like, all right, fine, I'll finish the tour out. But yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, it probably helped you get like thick skin though, right?
Yeah.
Well, but we're still working on that.
Yeah, no, we're good on that.
Still working on it today.
Still working.
Yeah, today.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it's like a deep cut will like hit. Like, oh man, that fucking hurt my feelings. Fuck.
Right.
Got me.
Stop.
You fucking got me.
Golly.
Well, I think that this band's love language is like hazing each other still. It's like you just have to honestly, you just have to give it back.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah, just grow up. Put your pants on. Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, when I joined the band, I was 23. You know,
23.
and like I had done regional touring and things like that, but nothing like as big as like the first Primer tour I did. It was us, Dope, Skin Lab. We like out there like in the.
Was that the same rehearsal where Bobby only played a minute?
Yeah. No, we
and a half stop
played
and
like
said we're fucking leaving.
Yeah, so I get to rehearsal thing.
Oh, it
We're
is?
gonna run
Yeah.
the
What the fuck was
songs,
that?
and they were fighting and arguing and everything else, and fucking yeah, we played like loose and left, and the first show was at Kilmore in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was in New York, right? Yeah, okay.
God.
So I'm just like, yeah, here we go.
Wow, we
Played.
what happened?
Oh, it's terrible.
What happened though?
What do you? I don't know. You and Jason and somebody were fighting
probably.
and just load the van up right there.
even during like rehearsals, you guys were just go at it.
There was no rehearsal.
Oh well,
Like, I literally wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
I don't have no time for that. I mean, like literally, here's the damn song. I just gave you the song.
yeah,
Fucking learn them.
yeah, yeah. Toomey.
No,
Fuck,
yeah.
dude.
No, that I'm honestly like honestly, those like that was 23 years ago when I joined the band, and like when this tour, like these shows were coming together, these current ones, and like
Were you having flashbacks?
I wood shedded every day, like the set, like 3 or 4 times in a row.
He's part of the list of people who've been in the band.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how. I don't even know them.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
No, there was going to be no, messing up these songs on stage on my part, just because of the.
We did that perfectly fine on our own without you involved.
Yeah.
No, this is boring. Band practice doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
It never has.
Damn, really?
The fuck no.
You got a jam.
Well, yeah, bro, like fucking cool. Yeah, it's like we did it.
Okay.
Fucking learn the fucking song and shut the fuck up. Please.
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
You know what? One thing I've always wanted to convince my guys is like, can you like just please like play this set a few times at home before you come in?
Right.
Because we take like 3 days to get warmed up. I'm like, why we warm up together? Just practice the songs for a week, come in, maybe 2 days, and then you like all the cobwebs are fucking.
See,
You got 45 minutes tops.
Yeah.
We're gonna play it one time.
45 tops.
You're
Maybe
good.
even a song.
Well, we'll do half of this one because I have confidence and faith. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, even this tour, we I hadn't been in the band forever. Preston hadn't been in the band forever. Donny hadn't been in the band forever. We had.
I didn't know the songs.
We had 2 rehearsals and played our first show, like in 2 like hour rehearsals, not even like long days or anything like that. It's like we ran the set one night, we ran the set again, and then we played a show. It's just like, all right, here we go.
Wow, a whole career finally to play the set a couple of times.
I
Yeah.
was there the entire time.
Congrats, man. That's cool.
Both nights in a row in some haunted mansion in Milwaukee or whatever the fuck that place was. A freaking brothel. What the hell was that place? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was like an old mill or something.
It was haunted.
Yeah.
Why did you guys practice there?
Donny had his space there.
our singer,
Oh,
has
okay.
ideas.
Nice, dude. It's. I mean, I gotta say.
He knows people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta say it's really cool to see you guys come back at such a great time with
Yeah.
with the revival of the era. I'm pretty sure people are stoked to like see you guys hear the deep cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Probably surprising you.
Whoa. You have no clue how surprising it is.
Wow.
I didn't expect nothing, bro. Nothing. I didn't expect anything. And our first tour back was like, what the hell, theaters or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
they
we were like in
I'm
theaters,
like,
small
what the
clubs,
fuck?
like just like.
I'm getting ready to fire the agent. I'm texting him really hatefully.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every day leading up to the
Oh, yeah.
first show.
Yeah.
Group text with the band. I was like, this is Toomey's fault, by the way. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him when I see him. If this is a flop, I'm going to stab him.
Yeah.
So, as soon as I see him, I'm going to stab him.
The old fucking classic Memphis fucking stab.
And then he's nervous. he's like, oh, Jesus. I know you were. Because I was very serious about it. But, and then we pull up to the first show and like, the agent's like, there's not a lot of pre-sales. And I was like, well, we've never really been a pre-sale band for some reason. I don't know why. But then...
Because they assume you're going to break up before the show starts.
Probably. I'm not wasting my...
Yeah.
That's perfect. That is probably why.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
This show might not happen.
Yeah.
Totally. I totally believe that in my heart. Yes. But yeah, it's somebody from the band or crew come back and it's fucking full of people. And I'm like, huh? Yep.
Yeah, we were sitting backstage and, when the opening band would be like, who's ready for Primer 55? And it was just like, wow. And like, we look at each other like, what the hell is going on out there? But I mean, the thing is obviously doing a podcast myself for so long, I've interviewed bands like, I've interviewed you and I've interviewed other bands that kind of came up in that new metal era, and like pre-interview, post-interview, they slide in like, man, I used to love Primer in middle school.
Oh yeah.
And then like,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like
Yeah, of course.
they would kind of slide that in, and I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I think it's time. It's like, and he's like, no. He, because I was in Primer to lean time, and he's been in Primer to lean time, so nobody gave a shit, and so, but then I start seeing bands of our era kind of, main staging at Welcome to Rockville and things like that. And you're like, man, I really think, we might have something here. And then, he gave me the go ahead to book one show. One show.
Okay.
You can't even do that right.
And so, yeah. And then, so then I reached out to the booking agent, and I basically cold emailed the booking agent and was just like, would you like to book a 25th anniversary of Introduction to Mayhem show? Either I was going to get, I have no idea who you are, get out of my emails, or they'd be on board. And luckily they were on board. And one show turned into a week of shows. Now it's turned into this tour that we're doing with Smile Empty Soul. It's turned into, we've been announced for Welcome to Rockville next year. Like this was supposed to be a show. It's like
one show.
Yeah.
One. A show. Singular.
Right. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy coming back. And the craziest part of the whole thing is, even back when he and I were like talking about, all right, we got to get some merch, and I'm like, dude, all we're gonna need is like XL through like 4X t-shirts, because it's just gonna be a bunch of old dudes. And he's like, no man, we got to get stuff for the kids. And I'm like, there ain't gonna be no kids there. And then like every show is like 60% teenagers.
Wow.
And they're singing the deep cuts. And they're buying merch, and they're just, I mean, it's
That's
wild.
cool,
So,
Dude.
It's cool.
It's been, and honestly, like a lot of times I'll ask, I'm like, how did you find the band? Because, just how? Like, where are you finding these bands? I've heard a lot of, I was listening to Limp Bizkit or Korn or whatnot on Spotify or Apple Music, and it came up in a recommended, and, and then there's like, there's a little bit of TikTok stuff here and there, to a couple of songs. So it's pretty crazy, seeing the kids that look like me when I was, in the 90s, the big pants and the spiked hair and all that nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's just crazy to see all of these, younger fans coming out. It's almost like more exciting because, I mean, the younger fans, they're
insane.
They're pitting, they're singing, they're going crazy. You've got the kids up front, and then the 40-year-olds kind of in the back, like reliving their childhood too. So it's like, kind of the best of both worlds.
Watching their kids beat some other innocent teenager up.
Right. There's our merch guy,
Oh,
Relly.
wow,
Got to shout out
touring.
the greatest rapper in Milwaukee.
Touring with us.
yeah,
is great.
dude. Oh, the merch looks awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's exactly what you want to see.
We can hook you up.
Oh, please, man. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
Go for it.
dude. That's
But,
sick,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, it's great that you actually got your shit together, and like this is the time to do it. Literally,
Yeah.
this is literally the time to do it, and you don't want to like wait too long.
And the
We
great,
took about 30 minutes to do that also.
yeah.
It's like,
What is that?
she's hot, whatever it is.
She's hot.
Man, that's a mess. But it's crazy. It's like
Congratulations.
Is like Bobby and I kind of came back into this at zero gear. Like we were like we were done for a while, and like thank God for Jackson coming through on some guitars and basses. Shout out Black Star Amps for throwing us some gear, and
Totally.
SIT strings and all that stuff. Like, because I mean we literally were like started, scanning Facebook Marketplace, like try to like,
Wow.
are we gonna have to get some amps off of the old Craigslist again and stuff, man.
Goodness.
I mean, just I never expected this. I never once thought we would ever play again. Obviously with Bobby's health over the years and things like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it was. At one point, you called me and said, hey, if this certain woman calls you and says that I've died, I want you to be the one to break the news. And I'm like, dude, don't put that on me. So I mean, that's where I was with my head.
Wouldn't even be able to handle that.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'd cry too much. I'd call Garza. I'd be like, you got to break this news, man.
Oh shit.
Man, I sure am gonna miss him.
I'm gonna miss him.
Bobby, what happened with your health? If you don't mind going.
No, the drinking and drugs. The typical shit. Like I'm not as innocent as I look. I'm known cute as fuck and stuff like that. But I'm a bit of a firecracker from time to time.
What was the age when? I mean, did you get like a particular bit of news? Like what was it exactly?
If I knew something was wrong with me for a bit, but I'm retarded and hard-headed.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. It's whatever. And the whatever turned into, oh, Jesus Christ, please take me to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, you're going to die, like, soon.
When was this?
March. Yeah.
Oh,
March.
Shit.
And they had tried to warn me the year before, but I was like, whatever. And March happened. I don't know. I woke up one day and I was like, I cannot remove my head from between my legs, literally. And it was like, well, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, no, not, absolutely not. And I ended up going for sure. And it's like, it was bizarre, horrible, freaking experience. It was like people jabbing stuff into my ribs and tubes, and I'm like, please stop that. It really hurts. Please quit doing that to me. And they're like, this, and got this going through this arm to get me to shut up, and that didn't work because of this guy stabbing me in my rib cage. And like a month later, I was like, nah, I didn't die. Appreciate you. Can I leave now? They cut me loose, and they're just looking at me like I'm really weird because they were like, you're going to die. You need to like make arrangements and stuff like that. And I got these like priests and stuff coming to my room, and
What?
you want to talk about this and that, and sign that, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. Yeah, so totally. The 100% serious.
Yeah, priests going to your
No,
room.
they like when you sign this paper and who you want to do this, and because they were like, the doctors told me like, you're not leaving. We're just trying to make you comfortable. Fuck, hold my beer, homie.
Are you fucking serious?
You watch me, see what happens. Yeah, it was crazy. It was gnarly.
Yeah.
Like I was like, it's like, well, they tell me I'm dying, but I don't believe them. But I feel really, really bad. Like literally, I feel like I'm dying. I totally feel like I'm dying 100%. I do. And I was just like, this got, in my head, I'm like, something's got to change, and I've got to figure this out. And, because them telling me that it's not really on my schedule, so I'm going to erase that part of it. And, you all do what you need to do and hurt me again or stick something in me and just fucking fix it. And they did. And then once all that kind of stuff subsided in the hospital almost a month later, I was like, wow, I feel pretty good. And I don't know. And then there are 800 doctors in my room that is like wanting to poke me and like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, don't know me, do you? But yeah, it was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts.
So you're meeting with priests.
Yeah,
and then
dude, literally.
And then you're texting to me or calling to me.
They're asking me like what my faith is and stuff like that, and like, are you
What'd you say?
Christian? And stuff like that. And then they'll just like send them random people with crosses to my room wanting me to sign stuff.
Oh, goodness.
Or however that works, or whatever it's called. It was pretty nuts, man. It was pretty nuts. Because they told me, you're not leaving. Doctors, it's like hospice and all this other crazy shit. You know, it was really scary. But it pissed me off at the same time. You know, it just to say anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Dude, I can't make it up. It was nuts. I was really, really deathly sick. It was really crazy. Really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really crazy.
What'd you think, or what happened once you left the hospital?
Depends on which Bobby you're talking to. First of all, I was like, nah, gotcha. And the other one was like, what the fuck just happened? And then the other one was like, well, I guess we made it through that, so maybe we should, you know, listen to ourselves and do better.
Wow.
Whatever. Whichever one wins, so fuck it. Always tomorrow, maybe.
Did that influence doing any shows?
A show.
Yeah, a show.
One show. Yeah, that one.
You're something else, dude. You are something else, man.
I don't even know.
You're something else.
I don't know how to respond to that one, sir.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you live to the beat of your own drum, death or not.
Yes, sir.
Death or not.
Yes, sir. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of came out of it,
cool.
and you know, and gave me the call and said, you know, that I've been kind of waiting for probably 5 years, and he's like, book a show. You know, I'm like, are you serious? You know, like, are we doing this? He's like, yes.
A show.
I was like,
Wow,
all
that's
right.
what it took.
I was like, I'll book a
A
show.
show.
A show. And
I
then
met with 3 priests, fucking book
Yeah.
a damn show, dude.
Well, then it was kind of fun. You know, the show, which was the first tour,
yeah.
ended up being the first tour back, was really cool. And I was like, all right, then. That's, you know, all right. Older now. I don't think I'm as mean, but boy, I can be.
I can only imagine what it's like to be in a
Nervous
band with
laughter.
you, man.
It
I can only imagine.
I'm the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your entire life.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know, I'll hold the door. Shut up. I'll hold the door open for you and stuff
yeah.
at a gas station. Don't take too long to walk across the parking lot. But I'll be there for you. Yeah. I mean, my life is simple.
It took a lot for you guys to come back. I didn't.
Sure did.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. It was cool to play some shows again, but man, it took you. Man. It
was
took
just
a
like-
lot
it was-
to even get the fucking ball rolling, man.
I can't even pre-plan that.
Yeah.
I can't pre-plan the beginning and do that correctly. And I can't pre-plan this, whatever this is, and do that correctly, because now it just is what it is. So we're just kind of figuring it out as we go along.
Right.
And we're going to figure something out tonight at the show. I mean, I don't know. Is this the way the ball, is this the way, this thing, it is what it is, man. It's like, I don't even try to figure it out no more. It's either going to implode or, I don't know, maybe we'll be diamonds someday.
Right. There we go.
You ever get again, like you guys have been through a lot, man. You ever like, I mean, you meeting with the priests, and plus, you've been through a lot prior to that. Was there any influence? Because you probably didn't want to come back to the band after Jason passed away.
Yeah.
It's probably had some.
It's, you know, no, I didn't. But mine and Jay's relationship was so heartbreakingly fucked up that it was just like we went from being best friends in the entire universe. It's like we're in this together. We're going to do this together. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We did it. Made a little bit of money. To what the fuck are you doing? It's like, I'm not doing nothing. What the fuck are you doing? Look, I'm definitely not doing nothing. 'Cause it's my fucking band. And what I say goes. It's just like this into this separation thing. You know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you know, when we went in to make the second record, I didn't even want him in the studio. That's why I did it by myself with just John from Helmet. And I lied to the label and told him he had got tonsillitis all the time. He needed his tonsils taken out.
Yeah. Wow.
Just to keep him out of the studio. Until I needed him. And how fucked up is that? That's pretty fucked up. But it worked. My plan worked out pretty good.
Even like creatively, it was hard for you guys to connect, but once it finally happened, you were sick. It was just really tough. It sounds like it was tough to really get to that point.
Yeah. No, it totally. It was hard for us to get to any point at that time.
Mm.
Even making the new release record was really excruciatingly painful for me. When it came down for time to record the vocals, it was painful because I'd taken the band over here for no reason other than wanting to, and he's like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "Figure it out."
Yeah.
You know, just be quiet, stop talking, and do this. But you know, it worked, and I enjoyed it. I know that was weird, but it was still a magical, special experience of trying to make each other pissed off enough to get that right part.
You guys would piss each other off just to fucking...
Oh, I would crawl up in his ass to fucking get him to scream the way I wanted him to.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
And that's why it sounds like that.
Yeah. There's one part on the record he was so pissed off at me he was crying. And I don't listen to the song. I don't listen to the records. But there's one song, and if I heard it, I would know it. I'd be like, yo, he's crying. And then, like, he literally wanted to shoot me. He was so mad at me. But he was, then it was like a hug for like a brief, like a happy hug.
Yeah.
Well, I get it. I understand. It was just our relationship. It was crazy.
It's only that it has to do with that era too. That you guys were both tough.
We was pretty. I'd say we were pretty tough guys. Yeah, for sure. Hard-headed and with thick skin. We just try to break each other constantly every day, day in and day out, to see who could hurt whose feelings.
Wow.
Just for fun most of the time, but
just for fun.
Yeah, and
most of the time.
That's the band I joined. Yeah.
Wow.
Most of the time, it was like if I find something about one of these dudes that makes them feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna crawl up inside you.
Wow.
Bless your heart. He knows that by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun and games. Right? It's just like just straighten up. It'll be all right. I don't hate you.
How did you, if you don't mind me asking, Bobby, how did those terms end with you and Jason? Were you guys friends? Was it really separate? Was it a respect or fuck that guy?
I stopped saying fuck Jason to him years before. I'd just be like, man, can I help you? Can I do something? The door's always open. I'll always, every time we spoke, I'm like, dude, the door's open. Mm-hmm. If you just want to get right, and we'll figure it out. But it was just the right part of it never came to play. But I wish it would have ended on good terms, but it did not. I was fine with that. I'd made my peace with the whole situation, and I was like, I didn't tell him I loved him or anything like that, but I respected him enough on what we had done and what we had been through. And I always try to remember the skateboards, the dogs, and the Cadillacs. I choose to remember that. And laughing and stealing beer from the shop up the street across from Sun Studios. That's what I choose to remember. and just running around. Not all that bullshit that came afterwards. And the dude that gave him the first thing that he did that he really loved. And the same dude that gave me my first thing that I really loved. You know what I mean? I'm not innocent in it. I was on one side. But just being equally as fucked up. You know? But it never happened. But I always offered it. It's always there. Do you want to write songs? He said yes. But it's just like nothing really came. But I would still talk to him. We would still speak occasionally. And I enjoyed it. I really did. I miss him. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's awesome. So I mean, that sounds like good terms to me.
Not what I would have wanted, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I miss him every day. I do miss him. I miss him on stage. I miss him when Donny's out there playing the songs and stuff like that. And that was a really hard decision for me to make too.
It's a tough decision.
Bringing Donny in. Yeah. And our fans are pretty brutal because if they don't like it, they'll tell you. Me and Donny did it before. It wasn't good. It was pretty nasty. But I was like, I don't know who else to reach out to do this. That I know what even Jay would accept. Because Jay would call me if I had another singer in the band. He'd be like, that dude sucks. I'm aware.
Wow.
Trust me, I just played last night. They made me totally aware.
Wow.
Yeah. But I know Jay would be cool with it. And that kind of makes it special. You know what I mean? We don't go up there and not talk about Jay and stuff like that. Jay's still 100% a part of this band. He always has been. Always will be. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, of course you do.
He's always in a band.
Of course. We're going to do it every night.
But it seems like even as the time has passed, people have actually become accepting of Donny.
Oh, yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Even before the first show, I would still get crazy messages.
Oh, my, I can only imagine.
Yeah, I can't believe you're doing this. Can't believe you're blah, blah, blah.
You can't read that stuff,
Betraying this person and that person. And I'm just like, should I respond?
No.
Exactly. That's what everybody would say. Absolutely not. Please be quiet. So that's fine. That works for me too. I'll do what I want. I'm happy.
And I'll say too that I think that the fans are more accepting of Donny now because there's no possibility of Jason coming back. There's no there's just it's just not possible. So I mean, it's either this or nothing.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. And I mean, it took a couple of shows for me to really kind of let my guard down too, because we're out celebrating an album that I didn't play on. That but after a couple of shows, I realized nobody cared. Nobody cared that it's not the original 4 or whatever. Because I've always said this band really didn't have an original
It never existed.
Because, it was Bobby and Jason and. It was never, there's no true classic lineup of this band, So it's, but it's honestly, people coming up after the show, Donny's killing it up there. He's, giving Jason respect and, and I think that people are really, honestly, really, psyched for what this band is doing right now. And it is again, crazy to see. It's crazy that anybody gives a shit about this band at all, because I've over the years and, for people and for new fans, I think, and that's the one thing that blows my mind every night. And I know I've said it before, but just looking out and seeing like children singing the songs, you're just like, where, and they're deep cuts. It's not just loose. It's like, songs that I barely know. And it's very cool to see. And, I mean, honestly, we were talking either the last tour or early this tour, this might be the best the band has ever sounded, as a full unit. We're all, we're level-headed and, everybody's, going for the same goals and everything, like, I mean, honestly, I mean, sometimes you get, you get dudes out there that just want to be on tour, or you get dudes that just want to do that. But like, I think we're all out there, on the same page, obviously there's a legacy to uphold of introduction to Mayhem, and obviously Jason's out there, and just. I mean, I think about him all the time when I'm on stage too. I'll think about this or that or something dumb. And there's been a couple of times where, man, out of the corner of my eye, some kid in the audience will look like Jason, and it'll fuck me up.
Oh, yeah.
You look out, and I mean, there's been some kids that like look like young Jason out there, like in a brown shirt with the gelled up hair and stuff. And it's been like I have to like take a double take. I'm like, Jason, but no,
Yeah.
man. I think honestly. So many fans come up after the show and just, kudos to Donny, kudos, we're so happy you guys are, doing this again, all that stuff. So, because I mean, this band is in a weird way too. Like this band had such a weird, beginning because first album 2000, second album 2001. By the end of 2002, the original run was over.
Yes.
And then like there's been, we did some stuff in 07, and then, there's been some primers out there, but like the initial 2-album cycle, Ozzfest, all that stuff was in a 2-year window.
Wow.
And a legacy.
Years flies by when you're fucking rocking too, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and there's like absence makes the heart grow fonder. The legend of the band kind of thing. Has grown over the years, and so it has been pretty wild to see. Because I've been in the band when nobody gave a shit, and then now that
Wow.
and now everybody's coming out at the shows and buying up the merch, and I just again,
Wow.
and everything after the first show is gravy, because all we were going to do was one show, and then all of a sudden we're just getting offers to do this, to do that, and it's been wild.
When we were a wreck, we were definitely a wreck.
Yeah.
One song, half a song, 2 songs, a wreck. But we're not that way anymore.
Playing the full set.
Every night.
Wow.
I haven't skipped a song yet.
Damn.
Because I'm really Axl Rose that shit. I've been known to Axl Rose like half the set.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Your
I
band,
have
your
not
band's
skipped a
laughing
song.
in the background.
I have, yeah, they probably are, because it's like, oh, fucking God, Jesus Christ, please just shut up. Just go to the next song. Go to the next song while he's tuning.
Just start the next one.
But I haven't. Everything just falls into place.
I mean, and not a lot of bands get like that second chance or that second
I
life.
appreciate
it.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
It's been very cool.
Is there any plans for after, or is taking it day by day?
Yes and yeah. Everything is day by day with this band. Always will be. But January, futuristically speaking, in my head, I have song ideas, and possibly my plan in my head is hitting the studio January and getting 1-2 songs recorded, and seeing how to release that these days, of how that is these days and stuff like that. But that's the plan right now, and like whatever with the festival thing and stuff that's already coming up next year and everything. So it's still gonna be working, because like even when Preston and Donny and stuff like that, you guys want to do a show. We're like, yeah, totally, we'll do a show. It goes back to that whole thing, and then like now we're on tour, and so like, well, shit, what happened? I'm like, well, we've got another tour coming up in a week, so it's like everybody in the band is really trying to catch up still about what's going on. But then again, now that I am cool with it, I don't stop ever,
Oh, wow.
never. So we'll tour until somebody passes away or something. So I mean, like, we'll do it. I like working. I like playing music again now.
Wow.
So I do like playing music again now. I didn't for a long time.
Damn, it took years for that love to come back.
I wasn't interested
Wow.
at all. Love listening to it. That's about it.
Wow.
Didn't want to relive any kind of nightmares or anything like that. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with bad dreams.
Wow.
Totally.
Congrats, man. It's cool.
Thank you, brother.
It's cool. Cool to see you guys back, man.
Happy to be here.
It's fucking
this is
sick,
awesome.
dude. It's fucking sick. Toomey, we got to talk about the podcast, dude.
All right.
A good happy close. I want to end it on a fucking happy closer.
There we go.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
everybody's getting naked.
Shirt off. Talk,
man.
talk about your podcast, dude.
Yeah, no, like I, like 10 years ago, I started Talk to Me. It's kind of I was listening to a lot of podcasts at the time, Josta and even like old Joe Rogan and the Nerdist and things like that, and listening to them and Chris Jericho and all that. I was like, man, I really feel like I could do this, and so I reached out to a few people that I had toured with in the past and was just like, hey man, if I did a podcast, would you want to come on? And everybody basically came back with a yes. So like I kind of came out the gate, with Bobby and and Chris Kale from Five Finger Death Punch. They like names that typically a new podcaster is not going to come out with, and so I think it kind of got its footing pretty quick.
Nice.
A lot of people are like, how are you getting these guests? But and one thing built, and one thing went to another, and I mean, you love getting some blabbermouth love, some metal injection love every once in a while, breaking some news here and there, and then yeah, man, it's just been. I just recently put out the 10-year anniversary episode.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's been pretty nuts. Man.
10 years?
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit!
And what's even wild on that whole thing is late last year I told my wife, I was just like, 10 years is a good number. Let's just wind it down and just go off and graze in the pasture. Mm-hmm. And then in January I interviewed David Ellefson, and I'm like, dude, you need your own podcast. I was like, every time you say anything on any podcast, it gets clicks and love and blabbermouth and all that stuff. And he kind of sat back and he goes, all right, man, let's do it. And I'm like, oh shit, I guess I'm doing a podcast with David Ellefson now.
Yeah.
So I we got that together, and dude, he's been an amazing co-host. I've had a couple of co-hosts in the past, and they're not that they're not amazing, but it's just like, hey, can you record on Tuesday night? I can't do it. I got to work, or I got this, I got kids, blah blah blah. But David's just been like, he'll be in Germany, I'll be in Louisville, and like the guest will be here in California, and we'll just and it's he seems to just make the time, and he's been like pumped about it too. He's like really excited to kind of get into the podcasting world too. So
cool.
So that's been pretty wild. Kind of getting into that show. So yeah, so my year started out with David Ellefson podcast. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm doing another podcast. And then Bobby, doesn't die. And so now, Primer is coming back around.
Wow.
And then, I recently bought metalnexus.net. So now I have a website. So it's just like, I tried to stop completely, and now I'm doing more than I ever have
That's how it happens.
My entire life. So yeah, I've been trying to, get all this out of the way. So, but yeah, man, it's been a pretty wild year, and like I said, man, I love your podcast. I love what you've been doing. Obviously been keeping up with it since it came out too. So this is truly an honor to be here, man.
Thanks, man.
I've always loved the studio stuff you've got here. But yeah, man, it's just been podcasting's been fun, and it's weird too, like the kind of the relationships you build in the podcasting world too. Like,
sure,
some of my better friends are other podcasters.
Oh wow.
That was like the side of the world that I didn't expect to happen,
Oh, sick.
And some of the people have been coming out on this tour, like, it's like, and like meeting listeners in person, that you might have only seen on on the other side of Instagram or Facebook, people coming out and talking about the show and stuff like that. So yeah, man, it's been fun.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Got a fucking busy year, dude.
Yeah. And luckily I do a show with David Ellefson, because he said, when Primer came back, because in a weird way, David Ellefson was Primer 55's A&R guy, or contact at PV back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like it's like this whole full circle thing.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, when the band started coming back together, he's like, call my guy at Jackson, call my guy at this, call my, what I'm saying, like, and so you get to call and be like, hey, David Ellefson from formerly of Megadeth, telling me to give you a call, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's sick, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a pretty nutty year, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. right when you want to stop, is something just brings you back.
Right.
You know.
Just pulling us back in.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Bobby almost died.
I know.
Boom. Now we're here.
I'm proof. Power
Yeah.
of positivity.
Yeah. Bobby's too damn stubborn to die, so.
Or that.
When it fucking works. Dude, I'm so stubborn, dude.
Yeah.
I won't even die, dude.
I'll fit it into my schedule at some point.
Right.
Well, I think we covered a lot with your history. Is there anything about Primer that you want out there that's not out there that maybe you want your fans to know? I always kind of ask like a open-ended question at the very end if I missed anything.
I'm cute, adorable.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
Hell yeah.
Not me. Toomey probably got something to say.
No, I mean, I'm just going to say, just thanks to everybody coming out to these shows and giving us love and being excited for the band to come back. Every night it's, like I said, man, just crazy to see the new generation of fans kind of coming out and, all that stuff. So, yeah, just keep coming out, keep supporting, and we'll keep going.
Nice.
I like that.
Thank you.
Cool, you're welcome.
It's almost like I do this for a living.
Oh, yeah. And maybe we'll see what happens early next year.
Yeah.
All right. See what happens.
There's always tomorrow.
Looking forward to it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, me too.
It's cool. It's really crazy to hear like the valleys and what you guys have been through, and now where you're at now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't even be a band.
No.
Crazy.
It's really crazy that
crazy,
you
man.
said that one thing that I've never heard anybody say before too. But I don't know. I still don't know how you got that information. That's correct. It's correct.
Hell yeah. Well, where can people find you guys? Where do you want people to go?
Just honestly, like Primer 55 official on Instagram, and then it's
Facebook.
Primer 55 official on Facebook also. So yeah, just follow those two, and we're posting nonsense every day. Once again, the King Relic, the greatest rapper from Milwaukee, makes an incredible post for us pretty much every day.
Yeah.
I showed him some AI stuff, so now he's gone off the rails. So
Woo, AI.
Oh my God, bro.
Primer 55 AI.
Right.
Let's go.
yeah, let's do it.
That's it, dude. Crazy.
Whatever this is.
He probably did that.
Is that a you thing? Okay.
we're not going to show that.
All right.
Oh, dude. Toomey,
Yeah, man.
Bobby, thank you for sharing your stories and about the history of your band. It was an honor to hear it.
Yeah.
Totally a fan of yours, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for waving the flag for nu metal for all these years, man.
Yes, thank you,
I
brother.
love it, dude.
I think I told you early on. I saw you guys like probably one of your first ever tours, and my friend and I were staring at each other and we're like, this is just like death metal corn.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So yeah, so
Exactly
we
what it
loved it, man. We
Yeah.
love you. We love you guys.
Appreciate it, man. Pleasure.
Thank you.
It was awesome. All right, everyone. That's it. Later.